Are you ready? Shit, okay. Shit, ow!
Matt, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, fuck, is this mic on?
Yeah!
No, it's not.
Oh, fuck, wait.
What's that?
What the fuck? Hang on. This is just the list, the running order for the freshest smoker.
Let's have a look.
For tonight. I don't know. What's up? What do you think, man? It looks like it's alright.
It's a bit short.
It's short.
Yeah.
But all the good ones are busy. And well, look at that now. We've got some good ones. And by good I mean keen.
Yeah, and by keen you presumably mean desperate to be loved, pissed off at not being asked first because it brings back memories of not being picked in PE types. Who say they're comedians because it sort of appeals to prospective lovers and friends, when in fact the very notion that they have either is a complete absurdity.
Right, that's them.
Let's have a look again. Danish. He's not even funny.
Well, he's alright.
And Phil Wong, he talks out of his arse. If these guys are gonna get a word he says, we're gonna have to pull his trousers down before he starts.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the point, to be honest with you, mate. That's the point.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, people are expecting that. People are expecting to be a bit of unfunny, much with the funny. Just to break up the funny, but you can't have 100% funny in a big block. And it makes the funny seem funnier.
Are you telling me that you intentionally put people in this who aren't funny?
Yeah. Well, no, but people are expecting to be hit and miss. You see, that's the proper comedy show. And, the whole point of this is to give people, give the freshers, a genuine taste of comedy at Cambridge.
So, you think comedy at Cambridge is part funny and part crap?
Well, yeah. I mean, we have to give people what they expect.
Best university in the country.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't know what to tell you, because I can't believe you. What's wrong with it? I know it's a bit short, but people have gone. All we have to do is lob in a few wordy sketches, a few clever life observations. It'll be fine. I mean, people have pulled out.
Yeah, but being stitches laughing at sketches you make up on the hoof.
Hey, sketches are easy. All you've got to do is write down real life conversations that you hear every day on the street.
Yeah, because this would make a great sketch.
Well, not this per se. I mean, this is just talking. This isn't funny. What you have to do is just write down stuff that you can hear everyday conversations. I mean, maybe in the pub or banter with friends. Comedy's easy, man. Put a few songs in.
Put a few songs in?
Yeah.
Well, if you were going to be in one, we'd have to find someone more attractive to play you.
Me? What about you? You'd have to cover your face with like a silly hat or something. Silly hat? Yeah.
Wouldn't that confuse the audience?
Well, maybe at first, but then they'd realise it's like a cheap ploy to get a really quick laugh. And then it's just a distraction technique from the fact that what we are writing is an incredibly self-indulgent and pretentious repartee with no real punchline.
Welcome to Cambridge Comedy.
Hello guys, how are you? Freshers? Come on, buddy! Woo! Make some noise! How are you? You excited? Yeah. I'm so excited to see you guys. I even put on underpants for you guys. That's how good I'm feeling about it. I'm kidding, I haven't really. So yeah, can I have my hat back? Where's it gone? Sorry, I just know that some of you don't know who I am, and you can see red in my hair, and you're thinking, fire! But it's alright. And that's coincidentally the last words that my grandmother said to me before she died. That and, come back, where are you going? Don't leave me! Yeah. I got this from a beach party. Australian beach party. It looks nothing fucking like an Australian hat. I look like I should have a fucking rickshaw with me. That's a racist joke. You can laugh at that. I'm allowed to say that. Half Chinese, that's how it works. Gay people can make gay jokes, Chinese people can make Chinese jokes. You can laugh as well. You don't have to laugh. It's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's very hard to disguise the fact that I am half Chinese. It's quite, you can see it in my face. The top half, obviously. I'm not a freak, you know. And I can walk around, and the top half, Chinese, English as you like, bottom half. I'm walking around, woo, English as you like. All of a sudden, the top half, Chinese half, bows. What the fuck is that? And then, when I'm prone, the bottom half, English half, kicks me up the backside and says, "Oi, boy, what are you doing? You're English, you don't bow to anyone." You just smile politely, firmly but politely. Then you shake their hands, firmly but politely. Then you conquer them, firmly but politely. Now, I've got a very special lineup for you tonight. Select lineup, very elite. Half of them are pulled out because they've got freshers' flu. Has anyone got that yet? But it's a bloody nightmare. Swine flu, freshers' flu is the fucking worst, right? And I'm going to introduce this guy. Very funny. I'm maudlin favourite already. Mr. Danish Baba.